Well, it's been a strange few days. Let's see, I came down with sinuses exactly a week ago, so at first I felt like utter shit. I streamed that day, and then gradually I started feeling better and better and better. Today I'm basically 100%. I'll still occasionally clear my throat or cough, but it's because there might be something left over in my throat. But the important thing is that I'm feeling a-okay. So why not celebrate? Yeah, why not celebrate, right? Why not celebrate with something that I've been meaning to do these past few days, but I couldn't because you know, sinuses slash allergies, just feeling under the weather or weather weather. Um First things first. I normally don't do this for just casual streams, but I'm gonna have the webcam off because I want you guys to see the full full experience. Ha. Get it? Experience? Because that's what they call these now? Ha 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 ha. I don't get my own jokes. Uh, exactly what I was warning. I'm not sick. I don't have that. It's just remnants of what I had. So I'm feeling like by tomorrow, whenever I wake up, I'll be feeling a-okay. Hopefully. It's keyword hopefully. Anyway, webcam off, and fun is on. Um. Oh, by the way, a few more days till September 1st. And if you're asking if I'm going to be participating in that whole day off of streaming, I'm personally not. Like, I understand where people are coming from with it. I really do. But as someone who is not exactly a big content creator, I only have 25 followers on here and I have 200 subscribers on YouTube. Again, thank you very much for that. But as someone who is not affected by that, I don't really see a means to take a break for one day, unless I plan on doing that anyway. But again, I do see where people are coming from. It's because of Twitch and their questionable actions against people who may have not done anything wrong. Anyway. I have a funny feeling this is probably going to be a bad thing. This, however, is not a bad thing. This is one of my all-time favorite games on Roblox, or I'm sorry. I question the reasoning behind this. I'm not mad about it. I'm just confused as to why they suddenly started calling games experiences. Oh, right, it's because of Metaverse! I'll give you a Metaverse. Ready Player One! I actually haven't had that movie, and it's actually really good. Anyway, cut the crap and let's get to it! Survive the Disasters 2! Featuring me screaming at the top of my lungs at my ceiling because I have nothing else better to do except scream at ceilings. I am truly a tremendous person. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I count myself a tremendous person. I guess it means you're a tremendous person too. Tremendously awesome. Please note, I am far from a child-friendly streamer, so don't get the idea that just because I'm playing Roblox, I'm gonna be all cutesy. No, I'm gonna say this. Let's fucking go. Yeah! Coins! Oh, what the? I was a noob. I was a classic noob. I mean, you can see my character. I'm gonna go ahead and reset so that way I'll oh, there we go. There's the speedy Fennec Fox I know and love. Partially because he's my most recent persona. Let's see. Fusion coil, yes. Although now I'm down to 380 coins, but whatever. Reason why I want the fusion coil. I was coughing so hard I shook the mouse, I'm sorry. So if you hear my voice going like feeling all, or not feeling, but sounding a little at times whenever I'm talking, that's why. It's good. What the? Sorry about that. Okay. I was trying to say, if you ever hear my voice doing that, where it's like, I'll be talking, but it's like a little wobbly, that's why. I got gold without even trying! Oh no! A warning. What is it? Ah! Why? Why is it all three of those? Seriously. Soccer balls. Soccer balls. Icicle. By the way, the icicles can get in here. As can the balls. Wait, did I just survive this? I did. I did in fact survive this. Memento, or memo, or memo. Whatever. I don't know how to word anymore. I'm unwordable. Tipping block. Oh. That reminds me of that one game blocks were. Wait. I think this is inspired by that game. Okay, so if you've been around as long as I have, which, I mean, I was born in 97, so I should know this website well, because I remember playing on school computers as a kid. But there was a game that I first saw in a mini clip called, oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
I don't even have a weapon! I'm gonna have to run. Giant noob. Yeah, just keep him preoccupied over there. Oh, no, 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 no! Don't run after the Fennec Fox! Yeah, run over there. It's those guys you want to smash. I probably should have thought about what I was saying before I said it, because, feels like 7 minutes. Alright, I was gonna say though, about that mini clip site. So, as a kid in elementary school, oh fuck. I don't want it to rain tacos! Wait until I'm at Taco Bell! They have the best tacos. I keep looking at my webcam as if it was on. It's not. Also, man, I'm hot stuff. I have deep regrets about that trip. Anyway. Oh, what? Warning. Is there gonna be a hybrid disaster? Or is it gonna be triple threat? Hybrid disaster. Ah! Ah! Whew. Yeah! I just kept running. Oh god.
Give me the hot dog! Hey, give me
I
the
can't
hot dog!
outrun him!
Give me the hot dog! Hey, give me the hot dog! Give me the hot dog! Give me the hot dog! Hey,
What the heck?
give me the hot dog! Give me the hot dog!
Okay, what I was trying to say earlier is that, when I was a kid growing up in elementary school, I would almost always go into mini clip or mobile. And, what's cool about it is that, I guess we're gonna go to Galantasy. It's one of my favorite rides. I'm sorry, stage. Yeah. Always something in the throat. That's what stops me. Anyway, again, I'm not sick. Like, I don't have that. Lights, camera, action. What I was gonna say though is that, before I keep getting really interrupted and stuff, on Mofun Zone there was a game that I saw one day called Block Sword, and that disaster where it was the rolling block. Whenever I saw that rolling block disaster, where it's like, dude, and it shows where it's gonna go next. It reminded me of that game because in Block Sword you play as a block. Yeah, I know, really original. But it looks the same way. Oops. I'm gonna keep running. I doubt that they can catch up with me. Probably can't. Lights, camera, action. spill. Someone did it the last second. Ah. Oh, those diamond things gave me help. One of them is dead. The other one is not. Clap, clap, clap. Ooh, yeah. Rising lava. Oh. Time to crank up the heat. Wait, does this actually hurt you? No. I know the glowing parts do. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the glowing. Why? They run like zombies. Look at this. I'm barely able to outrun it. Also, I have to say something real quick. To anybody who's currently affected by Hurricane Ida, my heart is with you. Just know that I wish you all the best, and that I hope you all be safe if you happen to live in those areas that are currently impacted by Ida. And I hope that people find the safety net I just wanted to say that real quick. Bonus stage. Oh yeah. Alright. Wait, which one are we getting? I think we're getting the Dandy Desert. Which is awesome. Because everybody loves desert levels. Poor fox. Ah! Guys, no. Oh, that's cool. It's got like a variant to it. Nice. I wonder if that would ever be a boss. Another? Oh. My 10 streak.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's time for some action. Okay, I'm not ready for this action. Ah! Don't slash me. I'm an innocent fennec fox. I'm just trying to run. Okay, that is pretty cool though. Yoshin's Ow! Hey! Not cool. Yeah, at least I have a upgrade for the school that allows me to heal. Oh! Oh my god! How did I survive that? Oh my god. I literally survived that with 1 HP. And so instinctively I just pulled out my grab coil because I have a upgrade for it that gets me health every few seconds. Moonbase. Moonbase! I'm okay. Yak boy. Alright. I'm gonna get something. Alright. So the good thing about a break time is that, for one, it's a whole minute. But for this, I can actually see... Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get the test ray gun. Whoa! This thing is neat. I mean, it does 32 damage. Look at that firing rate. Oh. Aha! Let's see. probably upgrade it. I can't upgrade it. This gun is actually pretty cool. Whoa! Not too bad. Oh boy, zombies. Oh noes. Oh my gosh. Look at all of them. You look hungry and pissed.
Yum, 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 yum.
You saw me, I was trying to type.
Yum, yum.
Happy. Food. Food. Happy. Happy. Food. Food. Happy. 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 Food. 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 Happy. Food. Food. Happy. Food.
Boom. Ah! Oh, that's cool. It's got different colors. Eggman's been an angry caterpillar. Spooksville! So it's about to be September, and that's whenever they have the Halloween stuff for some reason. Although I did go to Walmart today with my papa, and I saw like some fall stuff, so I'm pretty sure they're already getting it. Which is, alright. Although I only have $2 until, I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot. The, gun that you had changes skins. Box. A hedgehog. Move. Ah! 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 Aha! Can't get me. Woo! Oh man, I am having the best of luck. Yes, I am. Haha. I don't know why, but every single time I play a game like this, it reminds me of my childhood.
Nuclear launch detected.
Where? One streak. Gone. No. Oh. Way to rub salt into the wound. Come on, dynamite. Ah! Whoa! Sure don't want to get caught in a blast over there. I'm doing my best in voice acting, okay? Shut up. Yeah.
Yum. 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 Yum.
That burnt my fur. Jerk. Oh. I got skeet shot in the air. Why? Alright. I don't know why I'm making that sound when I'm not in turmoil. Spin. Oh, you have little pets on your shoulders. Yeah! Let's go for a 3B. Yeah. Ah. Ow. It almost killed me. Can we have a boss fight? Not the bomb guy. Bomb guy. Also, I'm pretty sure those coins can still kill you. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Alright, time to kill something. That sounded better in my head. Well, I said something, not someone. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. I'm staying on a spawn point. At least we did some damage, but I wonder if the bosses have their own health pools where it's like one will have a higher amount than the other. That's probably what it is. I have nothing to hide behind. Unless there's this. Wait. Whoa! Oh, I'm not counted as dead. I tried my best to do that old-fashioned Sonic sound where it's like, whenever Sonic dies, it's like, yeah. Oh. Ah, yes, City Park. I made friends with a proto. Another proto jam. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and not in the stream. Rather, I'm just gonna check on a few things. It's still there. Hmm. 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 Might be wondering why I looked up PlayStation 1 CEO and now I'm doing this. It's because there is a lot of evidence, rather, also. I'm back! I never left. So, yeah. Just seeing if there's anything new. There is not. But, something else I want to bring to attention. No, not this. I'm actually planning on buying 2 copies of this game. One for me and one for my cousins. Um yeah, about that. Yeah. It is returning this year, but it's not going to be during summer. If anything, yeah. But there's still an event coming up very soon. However, it is most likely going to be on September the 9th. Because, according to Sony and PlayStation, they said that, they'll have news to reveal about, God of War and the VR thing and all that stuff, before the end of summer. And technically, the end of summer is, the 21st of September. So, there are 3 possible dates. Technically 2, but I'll say all of them anyway. The first possible date, but the very least likely, is going to be September the 2nd, which is this coming Thursday. The reason why I say that it's the least likely to happen is because of the fact that it'll be the very beginning of the month. So, yeah. But then we have the other less likely date, which it's still got a decent chance, and that is September the 16th. Which, by the way, also falls in the 1 year anniversary that we had the PlayStation Showcase last year in September, where at the end we finally saw the reveal of the price and release date for the PS5 and the PS5 Digital Edition. But the most likely date that I think we're going to get this event is going to be September 9th in 2 weeks. It's just very likely, in my opinion. Also, coincidentally, that also happens to be falling on the 22nd anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast releasing here in the States. I am a nerd, okay? I'm also someone who is dealing with something in their throat because allergies aren't quite done with me. I also sound like a nerd for a second. Um, but anyway, yeah, so I do believe it's gonna be the 9th of September. I'm not just saying that because, oh, well, it's the first full week of September. Why else would you say that? I mean, it is true though, but it's also just the most likely because, I don't know, I just think it would be a solid date because it's just before the end of the summer. The 16th would be cutting it close because a few days after that would be the end of summer. So, mark my words, the 9th of September is going to be that big event. It's not going to be the PlayStation experience like we all originally thought. That's going to be holidays, December. Um, hmm, really hate that. Um, but it is going to be September that we're going to be getting a big event, a showcase. Some people say, "Oh, it's going to be a state of play." Well, it's not going to be a state of play though, because state of plays are usually like 20 to 30 minutes. So it's not going to be that. It's going to be something bigger. As for what I think it's going to be there, obviously it's not Horizon because we already got the release date. Unless they're going to show more gameplay of the game, which I would understand. God of War, I definitely know is going to be there. The PSVR 2 announcement or reveal. And another thing that I think is going to be there, given the fact that it'll be releasing 2 months from then, is GTA 5's Expanded and Enhanced Edition. But there is one thing that I'm really, really hoping is going to be there. And I have a really, really good thing. I have a really good feeling that it might be. I don't know why, but I have this gut feeling that this event is going to be the place where they're going to announce the one thing I've been wanting on PS5 since day fucking one. PlayStation Home. Yeah, I said it. That's the reason why I searched that stuff up earlier. PlayStation 1 Studio, the reason why I searched that up is because they were the original developers of PlayStation Home. And the job descriptions and job listings have sort of alluded to it. They didn't say specifically what it was, the game they're working on for these job listings, but it's not hard to assume that that would probably be the thing. I mean, after all, one of the job listings that is no longer on there, the multiplayer gameplay designer, um, it says that they want this game to be the latest innovation from them. Now, when Home first released on PS3 as an open beta, it was already innovative in and of itself. It broke new ground in terms of how gaming can be done. Because traditionally, it wasn't a game. You did play it like a game, you move your character around, but it wasn't a game in the traditional sense. You didn't have any goals, you didn't have any missions to do, you didn't have, oh, beat this boss and get a special reward. But it had games in it. So it was technically a gaming experience. But according to some people, they would call it a social interaction experience or social hub, social space, whatever you want to call it. Think of it sort of like Second Life right here. I know it's also right here, but yeah. Think of it like Second Life, but not Second Life, but still has the same kind of functionality. You being able to go to different places, you can meet friends, you can play games, you can do all these things. But here's the kicker. The kicker is that I'm still coughing. No. The kicker is that Now, this is kind of a given seeing as how it was a beta, but it was F2P, free to play. Now, granted, you did have to buy things if you wanted to get clothing items for your character, or just any kind of cosmetics, or items in minigames, but that's about it. There was no competitive value to those items at all. Like, the most you could get out of something that would give you something of an advantage is a portable item, which is an item that would let you move a little bit faster when you're moving. For example, you could have like angel wings or a car or something like that, but it wouldn't change the controls at all. You would still move around with the control stick. You'd be able to look around with the right control stick. Um, there's no jump button. Instead, the X button would be used to interact with stuff whenever you're near something that you can press X on and it'll interact. I could go into I could go into way further detail about this stuff, and I will in a moment. Let me just blow my nose and drink some water to wet my whistle. I'll be right back. I'm back, and I had a voice crack. um. Anyway, going back to PlayStation Home. So, to put things simply, and one of the big reasons why I want Home to come back is that it would be a great thing to introduce new PSN users. Now, of course, to get the elephant out of the. Yeah. Even after drinking water, I still have to clear my throat. Um, to address the elephant in the room, yes, it'll still be free to play, just as it was before. Plus, we'll give you additional benefits like discounts on items and whatnot. But a few things I will change. For one, um, instead of having traditional microtransactions, have it where people can earn a virtual currency just by playing, but if they want to, they could still buy a booster pack that'll give them a certain amount of this virtual currency. Alternatively, just do away with microtransactions outright, and instead just have people rely on Plus if they want to get the most out of it. As for what this PlayStation currency would be called in PlayStation Home, I would just call it PlayStation Cash, partially because there's a fan-made creation in Dreams. No, not that Dreams. I'm talking about Dreams for PlayStation. Um, but there was a fan game on Dreams that aims to replicate the vibe and how you play. How you play PlayStation Home. You know, you have your avatar. You can't customize them like you could in the original PlayStation Home. And I'll get to that in a second. But you could, however, play mini games, and they had a form of currency in the game called PlayStation Cash. So that's why I'm calling this virtual currency that, is as a shout out to that. But as the replacement for the traditional microtransactions, unless you buy a pack of it, I guess. Or again, if they do away with microtransactions, then yeah. Um yeah. Another thing. And this is something that GTA 5 and online have done. Returning player benefits. And what I mean is that take it from me, I'm a returning player in this case because I played PlayStation on PS3 back whenever it was around. I joined PSN in December of 2012, and that was the first thing I ever tried was PlayStation Home. And I instantly fell in love. I liked how it was. You could socialize with people, make friends, play mini games. But here's the thing. As it was a beta, the servers were not the best. But if Home is coming back, which I have a really good feeling it is. Okay, here's my personal theory. So, here's the thing about PlayStation London Studio. It is a decently sized team. It's got at least 90 people, I think 95 or something. But here's the thing. They have their own different teams for their, you know, studio. One of those teams is VR. But going back to the multiplayer gameplay design and how it said it was wanting to bring the next innovation to the PlayStation platform, first of all, it mentions outright that this next game is going to be purely PS5. No mention of it being for the next gen VR, just PlayStation 5. However, they did mention their notable innovations like Wonder Book, iPad, SingStar, um, PSVR with VR Worlds and Blood and Truth, but it doesn't say outright that this game is going to be VR. It just says PS5. And so here's another thing. Home was technically a multiplayer game. Application, whatever you want to call it. But it wasn't multiplayer like, oh, you have this objective, do this, fight these people. No. It was multiplayer in that you could meet other people and play with people and stuff like that. But there were multiplayer minigames. Some were made by London Studio, some were made by third party partners. Which brings me to my next topic. And I will happily show this. If you go to join us, there is a job listing here called lead programmer or lead online programmer. And first of all, I'm going to get these out of the way. So I discussed this with I'm pretty sure this is the lead advocate for Return Home PS5, which is a advocacy for bringing home to PS5, which I'd say it was a success because with all the evidence that people have found, even if they're not directly correlated with that group, the findings we've found are staggering. But I'm going to talk about these things. networked physics. Basically, networked physics are how physics are applied to an object in a game. Um, for example, it may. Okay, say for example, someone has a ball and you can run into it. If they program the ball to stay put, it won't move. It'll just give resistance and you won't be able to push it. However, it. I hate when that happens. Um, if it is made to move around, then you could push it around. But if it is programmed to do something when you touch it, like move over to a certain spot, then it'll do that. So that's what network physics are. Animation systems is related to how a character moves. So it's obvious by this that they're not doing mocap. There's no mention of stories, there's no mentions of anything like that. Game logic. So, what game logic is, it isn't like, oh, this person does this, but instead of something else happening, this happens instead because logic. No, what they mean is like how they program something to do. Um, so for example, in PlayStation Home, um, say you're in a personal space and you have some lamps. What you would do is you would walk up to one of these lamps and it'll show a button prompt to interact with it. And it'll ask you if you want to move it or if you want to turn it on. So by turning it on, it'll turn on the light. That's what game logic is it's coding something to work a certain way whenever someone interacts with it. And when you apply this to an online game, yeah. Matchmaking is simply for any kind of multiplayer activities. Session management is related to a online session, which is basically um and I will look this up just to clear things up. What is a session in gaming? Um, that's not what I mean. What is an online session in gaming? So, as it says here, so basically, what an online session is basically it's well, um, yeah. So, um, um, oh, right. I guess the best way to describe it is a session is basically the think of it sort of like a virtual room that's populated by other people And a session is that instance that you're in with those other people. So that's what a session is. So session management is just them managing how that session is, monitoring it, making sure there's nothing bad happening. And as for the Among Others, it's not a reference to that game, don't worry. It's just miscellaneous thing. Ugh. Why? Come on. I literally drank water like 2 minutes ago or something. And of course, there's something in my throat. I don't know what it is. Like, vocally, I sound fine. Alright? I sound perfectly fine. It's just, there's something in my throat, or something that gets in my throat, and it makes me want to clear my throat or something. It's probably still mucus that I have left over, so it's just basically the remnants of what I've had over this past week, but I'm feeling fine. I was gonna say the Among Others thing could be something like, for example, um, monitoring chat, like the text chat, um, monitoring player behavior, stuff like that, or, checking on any in-game purchases that are made. But to really drive home the point that I truly believe that this is PlayStation Home they're working on, and also I believe that we'll be seeing this PlayStation Home for PS5 very, very soon. I don't know how soon. Hopefully soon enough to end that. Seriously, it's something in my throat. I don't know what it is. Again, probably mucus. Um, I was gonna say is to really drive home the point that I'm trying to make that this could very well be PlayStation Home is this. You will communicate with external companies and contractors with assistance. A contractor in gaming terms is basically someone who contracts the developer to make something for them or to have a contract with them. Well, no. Now I understand. I got that wrong. All right. An external company is a company outside of Sony who wishes to partner up with them to bring a thing to home. Contractors are partners who wish to develop content for home throughout its life cycle. So fit two and two together. Yeah, and there's even been instances of non-gaming related partners like let's see, Red Bull, Dr. Pepper. We have we have clothing brands like Adidas. We got I think there's Wrangler, maybe. There's Billabong, which is an Australian clothing brand. Um, and they've even had car brands like Toyota with their Prius. I'm talking about way back in the day, not right now. There was something from Audi. I don't know what else. But to put it simply, it is just basically external companies, either gaming or non-gaming related, who want to make content for home, and contractors are partners who wish to make content for home, or mini games, or public spaces, or private spaces, stuff like that. That's what that all means. So, yeah. And the with assistance thing is just to aid them in anything they need to know, I guess. So, yeah. Um, that's that's it. It's uh, it's the big thing. But here's the thing. I said that these people were the people that made PlayStation Home. So where is it? Yeah, if you look at all these games that they've made, you'll notice something. Home isn't there. Now, it could be argued that since it was a beta, it wasn't listed at all. But I have another theory. It's not just because it was a beta and it wasn't fully out. If you really, really think about it, a game developer that is working on a revival of something, they would want to hide like the original version of that on their website by just unlabeling it or removing it, doing something with it. And I want to show you why I think that's probably the reason being. Wayback Machine. This is something that I really wish I would have thought of a long time ago. It is.com, right? Yep. Right. Hmm? Hmm? Okay then. Hmm. um, I think I might have broken it. Alright. So here's July 14th. Alright. Here is this. So right here is what I was talking about earlier. So we have all of these. So the thing is, a few days ago last week, this job listing disappeared, but now it's back. Um, this job listing is gone right now, as is this. This is still here. This is still here. This is still here. That came back, so it's still here now. That's here. This is here, but this is miscellaneous. This is gone, and this is gone. So, what is multiplayer gameplay designer, you may ask? Look at this. Look at this. Hmm. Now, here's the thing, right? PS5 project. Innovation. And then it says here the exciting potential. Where does that Getting hog a loogie. I was gonna say, where have I heard that one before? Well, I'll tell you. I'll show you. So March 3rd of this year, Turner Saunders and Stuart White over here were appointed as studio heads at London Studio. And if you go to the very bottom of this job listing, or not job listing, um, article, I should say. Ow. Sorry about that. I want you to take a look at this. Yes, I want us to dream big and realize our full potential. But at the same time, ensure that there's a real emphasis on ethical and suitable game development practices. We have super strong values in place that mean we should keep in mind the importance of inclusivity, balance, and team spirit on a day to day basis. Our next project has huge potential, and we want to leverage that to the max by empowering the team to thrive and deliver a top quality game. And in that job listing we checked through the Wayback Machine, it mentions that that they want to show the amazing potential of the latest PlayStation hardware. But it's a multiplayer game. There's no mention of it being a VR game, just PS5 project. Now, what could be so innovative about multiplayer is the kind of multiplayer. It doesn't have to be a traditional multiplayer like team deathmatch or open world sandbox thing like GTA. What if it's a different kind of multiplayer? Something that revolves around social interaction. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. And then we remember Tara Saunders' comment about this next big game being filled with huge potential. You definitely wouldn't say that about any ordinary game. Unless it was multiplayer for one, so it had multiplayer and online components. But here's another thing to consider. If it really is PlayStation Home, it could be bringing a lot of players back. And it'll be bringing in new players because they'll see, hey, there's something that I don't have to worry about being bullied or murdered endlessly, like in GTA Online or Call of Duty or something. No, you could just hang out with friends, play games, stuff like that. That's the kind of huge potential I'm talking about. And it's also a huge potential for a business opportunity because of partners, because of, you know, brand recognition, because they'll have like third party brands like Red Bull, stuff like that. They can have like a whole bunch of different places you could visit, games to see. It could rake them in a whole lot of money if they choose to stick with the actual microtransaction thing where people use real money to buy items, which I know I did, but I had no problem with that because it was just how it ran. But I I think you see what I'm getting at though. This huge potential thing, it's obvious. It is in fact PlayStation Home. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna go back to that EUIPO thing. I know you can really see it because of the webcam, but anyway. So here's what I'm getting at. Huge potential, online, multiplayer, and here's another thing. Home was in a beta from the date it came out in December 10th, 2008. Yeah, 2008. I think it was December 11th. I don't remember. But it remained a beta until the day it closed down, March 31st, 2015. But the plot thickens even more because for people who are undoubtedly, well versed with PlayStation Home and how some of the developers who make content for it chose to make their own spiritual successors like Adam Universe, PlayStation, or no, not PlayStation, Adam Universe, Nebula Realms, Big City Stories, Four Kings Casino and Slots, which is actually the most competent of these home successors. But here's the thing though. Those people that made those games were asked by Sony to sign an agreement that had stated that under no circumstances at all should they make anything that would be a direct competitor to PlayStation Home. This is according to an interview that unfortunately I can't find. It might have been deleted at some point, but I do believe it because there is a lot of evidence that backs this up. And that is that there was an interview with the lead developer of Adam Universe, Tanguy Dewaveren, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. But in this interview, which the interview took place shortly before his game released, just to give you a bit of context on the timeline here, which this was after Home closed, by the way. But in this interview, he had mentioned that the people that went on to make their own games, like Atom Universe, Nebula Realms, Four Kings, Big City Stories, things like that. Those developers were, like I said earlier, asked by Sony to make sure that their games are not direct competitors to PlayStation Home. To be a direct competitor, they would have to be A, on the same platform, B, strive to do the very same things as PlayStation Home, and C, try to capitalize on the very same things that Home did. You know, using their own money to buy stuff, um, doing the very same things, stuff like that. But here's the thing: when it when you really boil it down, those same developers had not made a enhanced version of those games for next gen consoles like the PS5. The reason being is because of the fact that by doing that, they would breach that contract. Because technically, you could play Atom Universe or Nebula Realms or something like that on PS5, but it's through backwards compatibility. So it's treating it as if it was on PS4. So technically, it's not a direct competitor since it's acting as if it's still on the previous gen hardware. So, yeah. But here's where it gets interesting. And by the way, I got this info from like it wasn't that the person who I'm about to talk about told me about it. It's just I was watching a video and it just clicked. I realized it. But the person I'm talking about is YouTube user Real Huggable Panda. And again, this whole interview thing makes a lot of sense. Because considering the fact that those developers that went on to make their own games originally make content for PlayStation Home, like mini games, personal and public spaces, um, something like that. Again, to be a direct competitor to Home, it would have to be on that very same platform and try to do the very same things. So, yeah. Um, Now another thing is though, the reason why I came to this UIPO listing is because something happened a little over a month ago. You can see it's still listed under goods and services, computer game software, all this stuff, blah 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 blah. But here's where it gets really, really interesting. The last ever time it was updated before this date was around 2 years ago in 2019, and it was because of a change of representative in the office. This year, it got updated because, according to this correspondence, it is EUTM and it is subject LSU02. Information to proprietors of earlier trademark registrations or applications. Basically, this is what I think. So the UIPO was told that the studio that owns this copyright, trademark, they were the UIPO was notified that the people running the studio are new heads, so they just wanted to, check with them to see what they were doing, making sure that they aren't trying to pull something. Of course, they have been told, stuff like that. They're just trying to verify that they understand what it is and all that stuff, and you know that. But with that in mind, there is something else I want to bring up. Soho engine. The Soho engine is from the very same people. It is, in fact, London studio. Same address, same representative, and yeah. But here's where it gets interesting. So, of course, since this is a game engine, it talks mainly about what it is, like what it's supposed to be for. But here's where it gets interesting. Um, so in the original version of PlayStation Home, there were events you could go to. You could do all these different things. They hosted tournaments and all that stuff. And then you get to this. 41. Electronic games services provided by means of the internet. Fits right up our alley. Staging and the provision of games, tournaments, organization of competitions and awards, live performances, all this stuff. um, Software as a service, platform as a service. That was what Home was. It was essentially a service. It wasn't like a service like, oh, you have a phone service. You have this kind of service. No. It means like, it's a game, but it's a service. Like having online features and stuff. And the thing is, they've been working on this engine for God. God knows how long. But they haven't legally been able to use the name for it. Soho engine. At least till now. As it's fully registered, they can use it now. See, registered there. So, yeah. But to end things off, I have one last thing to say. I'm not saying 100% that Home is coming back. What I am saying, though, is that it could very well be coming back. With the evidence that I've seen and other people have seen, and I've been able to analyze it, give my own thoughts and opinions on it, it just seems likely. Because here's the thing. For one, Home could not be listed on the website because, it was a beta, so it wasn't fully out. I understand that. But even despite that, don't you think that if they weren't working on it and it was just a one-time thing, they would have listed it anyway? Exactly. So they're working on it again because it's not listed on the site. Because if it was listed on the site and they still had those job listings like multiplayer gameplay designer, online programmer, stuff like that, people would get it straight away. They would understand, oh, they're working on a revival of this. Cool. they want it to be a surprise. But people who are keen-eyed, who've been able to look into this stuff, from from the EUIPO to the actual London Studio website to everything in between, it's starting to come full circle, basically. Anyway, voice crack. That is where I'm gonna end the stream. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, then follow me if you'd like. I will be uploading this to YouTube as soon as I can. Yeah. Good night.